Once again, I'm here with the new topic, the transitive and intransitive verb. In this class, we are going to identify and use the transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay? But before knowing the transitive and intransitive verb, let us see the sentence structure. Let us see the different components of the sentence. See this first sentence. The gardener is watering the plants. So, what is subject here? Obviously, the gardener. Yes, the gardener is the doer of the action. And what is the action? What is the verb here? Is watering. Is the action. Yes. So is helping verb and watering is main verb. Completely this is the verb. Okay. And the plants is the object. This part is the object of the verb. Okay. Now see this sentence. He invited me on his birthday. He invited me on his birthday. So who is the subject? Yes, he. Who is the doer of the action? He. And what is the verb here? Invited. So invited is verb and me is the object. And on his birthday is complement. Okay? Now see this sentence. My friend lended me 10,000 rupees. What is the subject here? Who is the doer of the action? My friend. What is the verb? Lended. And what is object? Me. And the rest of the part, 10,000 rupees, is another object. So now you might be confused. Somewhere one object is there, somewhere two objects are there. Yes, there might be one object, there might be two objects, or there might not be any object. So first of all, let us understand about the different types of objects. Here you will see the object is the plants, and here in this sentence the object is me. Here I have written indirect object. Means the object that is used for persons like me, him, them, us, or any other person. Is written there. That object will be indirect object. Why do we call them indirect object? Because they are not the direct receiver of the action. While on the other hand, the names of any object, any other thing is known as indirect or direct object. Just like the plants is the direct receiver of the verb watering. Okay, so plants is direct object, while on the other hand, me is indirect object. In some sentences, both type of object can be there. Like my friend lended me 10,000 rupees. Here, lender is the action, and the direct receiver of this action is 10,000 rupees. Means what is being affected? What is being affected? 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 rupees becomes direct object, and me is the indirect object. I have already told you the name of persons or the object for persons like me, him, them are indirect object. And in place of them, if there is written anything name like book, chair, bottle, duster, anything, that becomes direct object. Okay. Sentence might be there in which no object is there. Like Meena was weeping bitterly last night. Now Meena is subject, was weeping is verb, and bitterly is the bitterly last night. This part is the complement part. It is described to the verb, not an object. So you can see in this sentence there is no object. So now we are going to learn about transitive and intransitive verb. But before that, you must know if the verb have any object or not. Now see what is the definition of transitive verb. The verb which has an object is called transitive verb. If there is any object in the sentence, if the verb has any object, then you can particular verb is a transitive verb. For example, she was carrying an empty basket. So what is subject here? She was carrying is the verb and empty object is the object. So carrying, you can say carrying is a transitive verb because it has an object. And what is object? An empty basket. Now see the next example. He plays football every day. So he is the subject and plays is the main verb. And what is the object here? What is the object of the verb plays? Football. So you can say the verb plays have an object. That is why we can say this is a transitive verb. Okay? Now, what is intransitive verb? The verb which has no object is called an intransitive verb. If there is no object, you can say this is an intransitive verb. See, my younger brother is sleeping soundly. Now, the verb is sleeping, but soundly is not an object. There is no object. So, if the verb is having no object, it means that is intransitive verb. Again, he drives very carefully. So, drives is the verb. This is the action, but it has no object. No part of the sentence is affected by drives. Okay? So, it has no object. You can say this is an intransitive verb. My uncle lives in this beautiful castle. So, what is subject here? My uncle lives is the verb, and in this beautiful castle is the rest of the part of the sentence. You can say complement of the sentence, but this is not an object. So, in all these three examples, there was no object. It means all these verbs like sleeping, drives, or lives, they are intransitive verbs. Some verbs that are always used as intransitive might be like these. See these verbs: stay, jump, go, dream, stare, laugh, wait, stand, and so on. Many verbs are there that cannot be used as transitive verb. They are always used as intransitive verb. So now let us see how to identify. If the verb is transitive or not. See, you just ask two questions. By using the verb, just ask two questions. You will be able to identify if the verb is having an object or not. See, using what and who. You just write this in structure: verb plus what or verb plus whom. If you are getting the answer of this question verb plus what, it means that is the direct object. And if you are getting the answer of verb plus whom, that it means that is indirect object. See the example. He drinks a glass of milk every day. Now ask two questions as I told you. Drinks what? Is there any answer? Drinks what? Yes, there is the answer. A glass of milk. It means a glass of milk is object. What type of object? Direct object. If you are getting the answer of what, it means you are finding direct object. Now, if you ask drinks whom, so no answer is there. Drinks whom? There is no answer of this question. It means there is no indirect object. Now see the next example. The teacher appreciated Rahul for his efforts. Now what is wrong here? Appreciated. Again using appreciated, ask two questions. Appreciated what? So you will be able to find no answer. No answer of appreciated what. But when you ask appreciated whom, then you will find the answer Rahul. Appreciated whom? Rahul. Who was appreciated? Rahul was appreciated. So you can say appreciated whom? Rahul. So Rahul becomes an indirect object. And I already told you, if you are getting answer of question using what, then that will be indirect. indirect object. Now see the next example. He gifted me a wristwatch. So again, what is object? Gifted. And now ask question, gifted what? Answer is a wristwatch. It means a wristwatch is an object and direct object. And gifted whom? Me. So in this sentence you can find both type of object. Direct object and indirect object. The question that is giving answer of what, that is direct object, and the question that is giving answer of whom, that is indirect object. So these questions will help you to find if the verb is having any object or not. If there is an object, you can say this is transitive verb. If there is no object, you can say this is an intransitive verb. So simply you can identify very easily how to know the verb is transitive or intransitive. Now I will provide you a worksheet. Just find the answer and fill it.